Hello, my dear friends. This is for people who have Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars in Cancer. It is for the month of May, and I have four different types of readings in one, okay? The first row here on the left is for love, and this one is also for love. However, the last one is for the people who are single. The people who are single are the ones that I consider single are widowed people, people who lost the loved one for death, divorced people, people who are as mistress or they are lover to somebody who is married, somebody who is just seeing someone else, but like they're dating, but it's not serious yet. The families don't know each other, and also, of course, the people who are really single, they have nobody, and not okay. For then this little pile over here is for the people who have a serious relationship with someone. The families already know each other. Um, Either they are engaged or they are married. Okay. There is one situation where a lady asked me, "Well, I am married in the papers, but my husband is now living with his ex-girlfriend. So where do I fit?" In my case, she could fit on the married pile, but also on the single pile, because in that case, if he decides to come back, they will go back to being, in a serious committed relationship. So if you are in one of those situations where you did have a very serious relationship with somebody, you should be paying attention to both, because it could change. If you were in a situation where it was very serious and the person comes back, then you will go back being serious again. So definitely, just pay attention to both and be open-minded. This reading is for the month of May. May has not begun yet, because this reading is being recorded on the 14th of April. So just go with the flow, okay? And of course, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. So I'm going to do my best, and I hope you can take something that will mean something to you. All right. For the bottom row, we have on the left money. And this is about the people who don't have a job currently. And for this group over here is the people who are in a job or they own a business. Okay, so let's start with love, okay, because I don't want to take too long. I already did this reading in Portuguese. That's why the cards are already laid out for you. And so we don't have to, I don't have to shuffle anything. But if you want to see this reading in Portuguese, feel free to go to my videos. And then, you will see Cancer in Portuguese, and you can watch it, share it with other people. If you do like it, I would appreciate you showing that you like the video by pressing the like button, sharing the videos as well, and of course subscribing as well. This is my first time doing the readings in English, so please bear with me, because it's hard thinking in both languages and then also feeling the intuition and everything. So be patient with me, and I appreciate your support. Okay. By the way, my name is Patricia. For those of you who don't know me, the name of my channel is O Despertar da Lilith, which means the awakening of Lilith. The description of this video will have my website in case you want a private reading with me, so that you'll be able to contact me. Okay. All right, guys, let's get to it. Okay. For the people who are single, we started with the Nine of Swords reversed, and then with the Emperor upright. The Nine of Swords is a great card when it comes reversed. Why? Because it's all about you being extremely stressed out, really scared of something happening, like being really, really worried, sometimes even losing sleep over it. And it's in the reverse position. So it means that not too long ago, you were too worried about something related to your love life. If you were in a position where you were dating somebody, but it's nothing serious, you were scared that maybe they would, leave you or not be committed with you. If you were as a mistress or, a mister to somebody who is married, you might be afraid that the person will never take the decision, to take you onto the wing and finally say, you know what, that's it. I want to be with you for the rest of my life, and leave their loved ones, that they are married with. But no matter what your fears were, the Emperor came in the upright position. And the Emperor is a really good omen to have when it comes to the upright position, because it means that either you will be meeting somebody like the Emperor, who, is very experienced, very in charge of their life and their destiny, and they don't wait for somebody to decide things for them. So, or you will be acting like the Emperor, okay? Because when I asked the angels of love for a card, the deception card came saying that someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So for some of you, I mean, the people who are, seeing somebody either, as a lover, or just seeing them, dating them, but nothing serious yet, you might discover that this person is nothing that that you thought they were. They kept making promises, but they never really meant to be, to fulfill those promises. And so it will be a disappointment, of course. However, for those of you who are really single, who have nothing, nobody, the deception could be you finally waking up to your own deception to yourself, meaning you were deluding yourself, saying, oh, I can't find love because of this or because of that. But then in truth, you were not being honest with yourself. You were really like ignoring some things that you need to change in yourself. Like when people self-sabotage themselves, they they don't do anything to improve themselves or to attract the type of things and people that they want. So if you want love, obviously, and you are single, you need to take care of yourself, especially your physique, right? Your body, your looks. Why? Because society is very shallow. So you can't, just expect somebody to love you for who you are inside, because you have to have something on the outside to attract somebody. It's just like, I'm pardon me for what I'm going to say, but it's like, when you go shopping for groceries and you're looking for fruits to buy, right? Nobody wants to buy, a fruit that doesn't look plump and shiny and beautiful and perfect and all of that. So, human beings, when it comes to the dating scenes, they are like that too. They need to dress up a little. They need to be presentable so that somebody will be, curious enough to come near them and approach them, and then you have a chance for them to get to know who you are inside once you speak with them. So maybe for some of you the deception will come to finally realizing that you need to be a little more, to make a little extra effort to be out and about and to be seen and to look better, and even behaving better to attract possible suitors. So there's a lot of possibilities with the cards. This is a general reading, and I hope you guys can understand and fit it somewhere in your life. But again, if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you. Don't try too hard. Just let it go, okay? Because it is a general reading, and it's not gonna match what everybody's living. But the message is there, and I do see some of you finally meeting somebody like the Emperor. The Emperor is representing the Aries sign. So you could meet somebody who is of, under the sun sign of Aries, but it literally, I want you to just connect with the behavior, the energy that the Emperor gives off, not the sign. So it could be anybody of any sign, but their behavior is very much in charge. They could be much older than you, okay, because the Emperor is much older, definitely above 50 years old. But even if he is of a younger age, he is very mature, very experienced about life, okay? And he's definitely in charge. He's got it going on. Like, he knows what he wants for his life, and he's not afraid to go for it. But I think it would be very good for you guys also to incorporate that energy, that behavior from the Emperor into your own lives and make it your own behavior, so that you can go out and get the love that you want and deserve, okay? And whoever this disappoints you, whoever it is that you have been dealing with that is wearing a mask, just let them go. Be in charge of your destiny. Be the Emperor and say, you know what, no mas, That's it. Okay. So good luck to you guys fighting love, and finally dealing with also whoever it is that would disappoint you guys. I really believe that you guys deserve love, but you also need to know that. Okay. Okay, let's go for the groups who are in a serious relationship. You got the 10 of Wands in upright position, and you got the Pope card on the in the reverse position, and you also got the Soulmate card. So it's kind of a conflicting message, but let's break it down. So the 10 of Wands upright position means somebody in the relationship is feeling overwhelmed. They are, they're so exhausted with so much responsibility, so much hard work, especially if you have kids. It must be so hard. And this person could be you or your partner. Okay, this person is really wanting to break free. Why am I saying that? First of all, the 10 of Wands in this particular dex is represented by Saturn in Sagittarius. Saturn is the planet of limitations, okay, of just a lot of responsibility. And Sagittarius is all about freedom, about exploring new places, new people, new everything. And it could also relate to religion, to spirituality. Okay, Sagittarius. And then right after we got the Pope. The Pope is definitely, in this case, it's called the Faith card. Let me show you in the upright position, because it's a beautiful card. So the Pope is represented by the sign of Taurus. So it could mean that some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus person, right? But anyway, so what I'm saying is that someone is feeling overwhelmed. They are not really interested in keep going with this relationship. Some of you, it could be you or your partner, might be interested in leaving the relationship, because the Pope does represent the officialization of marriage itself. So it could be the break of a marriage. Okay, so it could be like serious talk about divorce, wanting to break free, not having faith in the relationship anymore. And the part that talks about religion is because it also could mean that the problems could be coming through issues with sex. Okay, not exploring something sexually because of religious upbringings. Okay, beliefs. Like some religions, they are very limiting to some people. So some people they are taught that certain sexual acts are repulsive, or the devil's work or whatever. So it could definitely cause problems in a relationship if one of the partners is feeling like they want to explore more sexually with their partners, and the other one is saying, no, I can't do this, we don't do this. So and we can't forget that Uranus is in Taurus. Okay, so Uranus is coming to revolutionize sexuality, the way we deal with sex. So for Cancer, I just really believe that some of you guys are having issues, most definitely related to sex. And that's why it's like the other person is like, that's it, I don't want to be stuck in this marriage anymore, I want to break free, and I want more passion in my life, because we're talking about the fire element here. So you can even see that even the Pope card in this particular deck has the fire color in it. So it has to do with a lot of desire, a lot of passion, and a lot of anger as well, right? So some of you, like somebody in this relationship, is just having a lot of pent-up desire or pent-up resentment and anger, and they just don't want to be in the relationship anymore. So the interesting thing is that the card of Soulmate that says, yes, this is your soulmate, came right after when I asked the guidance from the love angels. And it just indicates that maybe you or your partner really truly believe this person is your soulmate, and maybe that's why you're holding on to this person, even though the person doesn't want to be in the relationship anymore. But it could be just that the person is your soulmate, and you know that, and that's why you're also stuck, or the person is stuck with you. But whatever it is, you need to work through it if you really want to save this relationship. Okay, so this is what I'm picking up for you guys. Is there anything I'm forgetting? The good thing is, okay, I guess I don't know if I should say the good thing, because the number 10 is like the last number, right? So it's from 1 to 10. So the number 10, when it comes up, it's meaning that this is about to get to an end, okay? The end of a cycle. And then if you see the Pope, in a reverse position right after, it really is an extreme strong indication that this relationship that was so serious and was so strong might come to an end. Okay. I really hope not, unless this is what God wants for you, because I believe that if God wants it for you, then it's because He has someone who is better for you, more suitable for you in the future. Okay. But I hope you can get through things, and whatever it is that you do or decide with your partner, that you you go through with it in peace. Okay. And you do find your soulmate if this person is not your soulmate. Let me get some water, and then we'll talk about the money part. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about the money now. The people who are unemployed, I see a strong indication of self-sabotage here. Okay. The Eight of Swords came here, and it talks about you being in this mental prison, that you are self-sabotaging yourself, giving out excuses as to why you can't find a job, or why you're not having any luck whenever you go and you apply for a job and you go on an interview and you're not getting the job. So, but it's like, don't be angry at me. Okay. I'm just explaining what the card means. So he does talk about an illusion of being trapped. You feel like there's nothing you can do. But when the card comes up, it says that you do have a lot that you could do. The problem here is that you are lacking self-confidence. Okay. There is some fear, some paranoia, some insecurities that you need to work on about yourself, about your abilities, or whatever it is that is making you feel so unsure of yourself, that is causing you to not get the jobs that you have applied for or that you want. Okay. Because it does indicate a lot of fear of action, fear of acting and making things happen. And also there is an issue here with the Six of Swords, because Six of Swords talks about you finally moving on to the future, moving on to what is your that desired destination. But the card came on the reverse position, making you be stuck in the past, or instead of going forward, you're so scared that you want to go back. So for example, in many cases, the Six of Sword could indicate that you would have to travel for work or to find work. And when it's going in the opposite direction, it really shows that you could have gotten opportunities to go to get a good job, but you would have to move far away to keep this job, or you would have to travel far away, or even just travel a lot, back and forth from home to work, and you just decided not to. That's not good enough for you. Okay. So in this case, there is definitely a strong indication that you are not being a good friend to yourself. You are creating these fears around you, and they really are preventing you from living the best life that you can when it comes to finances and work. And the card that came here was the Counselor card. Okay, that was from the Archangel deck. And the Archangel Azrael is saying that you are a natural counselor yourself, and that many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So, yes, it could mean that you are a good listener. It could mean that because you're a Cancer, so you're very sensitive. You care about people, but at the same time, you could help people even better if you're doing good yourself. So, if you don't have a job, you can't help a lot of people, because with a job you can get money, and with money you can buy medication for people who don't have it. You can hire a nurse to take care of somebody. You can pay their hospital bills. So if for some reason you gave up on the opportunity to travel and for a good job, because you would be far away from somebody, from family, which is usually the case for Cancer people, because you guys don't, it's very, very rare when a Cancer person travels far away from their family. Okay. So in this case, if that was the situation where you were supposed to move somewhere and you would be away from your family or your loved ones, and you decided not to take the job because somebody in your family is sick or they need you or whatever, you know, you might do better if you are actually in the job, so you can help this person in this family even better. Okay. And one of the suggestions that I would make is that you might need to speak with a counselor, with a psychologist, to explain your deepest fears. And you know, the person who is being trained to deal with emotions and the way that people think, they could definitely give you a new perspective on the subject. And then you don't have to just, you know, feel guilty that you didn't get the job, and also feel horrible that you didn't get the job that you could have, because you need self-confidence. You know, you're definitely lacking a lot of self-confidence, and your fears are the ones preventing you from getting a good job. Okay, maybe you think you are not good enough at something, but you know what, you are, you really are. I know a lot of people who think they are, but they are not. And I feel like you guys are, and you're just not doing it because of some stupid fear. But you can, you know, you can go above that, and you can get some professional help. And in fact, after that, after you surpass this fear, these insecurities, and you get the job that you want, you might even be able to help others conquering their own fears and insecurities. Okay, because you guys are so caring, right? So you guys would do great as psychologists, but again, it's up to you to go and study to become one. But yeah, so please, you are self-sabotaging yourself. Stop doing that. Get some help, talk to somebody you trust, and get a different perspective on the situation, because I feel like you might be giving a lot of excuses to yourself. You're not facing the truth about yourself. You're not accepting that it's a stupid fear. Fears lie. Okay, so please take care of this so that you can get the job that you deserve. All right, let's go now to the people who are at work. I mean, they have the jobs and they have a business. We got the Pope again. This time the Pope came in the upright position. And in this particular deck, it's called the Unity. It is represented by the Archangel Sandalphon. And it talks about traditional viewpoints and methods of doing your job. It could also represent a spiritual organization. So some of you could be working with, I don't know, something to do with your religion or a religion, or it could be even like, you know, those meditation temples or meditation classes kind of thing, because it is related to spirituality in some way. But also it could mean like you could be working for the government, because the Pope also is related to the government and to some organizations. But it is very limiting. It's very dogmatic in many ways. It's kind of the type of work that you don't have a lot of space for creativity, and people are very, you know, serious. So it's like the courthouse, you know, and you can't talk very loud. You can't dress just any way that you want. What the card is telling you when it comes to money is that you need to seek out mentors, okay, and like-minded friends. So to get your situation better. So for work, you probably could find some alliance in somebody, you know, at work that thinks like you, that might like you, that might have something in common with you, maybe even a religious beliefs. I know I don't like that kind of stuff, because I feel like work and religion, they shouldn't be together, but hey, it's whatever, you know, if it's your life, it's your life. So you need to do that. And it is unity. You know, the card is called Unity in this deck. So it does talk about alliances, you getting in and uniting your forces and with somebody at work, so that they can support you, and then they can help you also grow, you know, in your job or your business. You got to be careful with how you're managing your money, because the Queen of Coins came in the reverse position. The queen of coins in the reverse position, she can be self-centered. She can be very driven for money, almost like in greedy instead of ambitious. She's like greedy. And she could care more about the financial parts of everything than about people. You know, when somebody just really, they care about appearances, they care about how much money you make. They don't really care if you have a sick child at home, you know. So it could be somebody at work. It could be just you also behaving in a way that it's like just work, money, 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 and then you lose the reason why you decided to get this job and to make this money in the first place. And it also talks about a lack of balance between work and family, or work and your personal life. So if you are in a family situation, or friends, or you have a partner with kids, you need to find a way to be a little more present in their lives, because in a way I get kind of like a Capricorn vibe, because Capricorns, they are very workaholic. I'm a Capricorn, and so I have two jobs, so I understand how it is. It's very hard to reconcile, between work, your responsibilities, because responsibilities always come first for Capricorn. So it feels almost like you are vibing in that type of, oh my god, I gotta work, I have so much to do at work, and all you care about is your work, even though you hate it. You want to be home, but you don't make the time to be home. And when you go home, you can't relax because your mind is at work. So stop doing that. Okay, get some help. Get some help. Especially, you probably could get a help from somebody who's a Taurus in your workplace or your company. Okay. This person is very methodical. They are very good at analyzing things before making decisions. So if you are struggling managing money or making some decisions related to money, talk to somebody who is of the earth sign, like Capricorns, Virgo, or Tauruses, because they do understand a lot about money and how to manage money and also work. And they're very analytical as well, and they don't take a lot of risks. So try to find a balance. Okay, try to find a balance, because you are working for a reason. So don't forget the reason. Also, another thing is that if you are thinking that you're not making enough money, you might want to get that alliance so that you can get a raise at your work. Okay, so it's the way that you will express it or approach this person, this possible ally, that will help you get the money that you deserve, that you want. But just don't be afraid. And the card that came here was the spread your wings. Archangel Ariel is saying, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So yeah, the sky is the limit. But again, don't be greedy. Be ambitious, but don't be greedy. Everything needs balance, okay? And you can't just jump off the cliff. You have to be more careful. Talk to somebody who you think that you can trust, somebody who might have a saying in the decisions, making kind of in your workplace. And because I feel like you don't feel like you're valued enough at work. Okay, you don't feel like you're making enough money, money that you deserve. I do see you working very hard, but I don't see you making a lot of money. Or perhaps you're also not spending your money wisely. You also need to be a little more creative. Okay. Yeah, so the message for this card is make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So, you guys are very sensitive. So you have to be a little more logical, like an earth sign when it comes to work and to money. And because if you are not, if you allow your emotional side, your family problems, your love problems come into play, you might lose your job. You might have problems. People might not count on you enough for a higher position at work, because they might be afraid that you might crumble under a lot of pressure. So if you want a position that is higher than the one that you have right now, you need to show yourself as very calm and collected and in charge, and ambitious, but not greedy. And just have strong allies. Be likable. Okay. Make the right friends at work. It is a strategy, but you know what, it's not being fake. You might actually really like the person that you become an ally with. So just be open. Okay, that's it, guys. I'm going to stop here. I think I already said the message that I had to say. I hope you guys liked it. If you do, please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and I hope to see you again in June. All right, bye, babies.